All right, welcome everybody. My name is Michael Huggins coming to you live from our Tennessee headquarters. And today's another episode of our Zoom Up. It's our meetup on Zoom. I'm joined today by my co-host Scott. What's up, Scott?
I'm here, not at the Tennessee headquarters. I'm in Chicago today.
we got we got our division's headquarters. We're loving it. We are expanding coast to coast. In fact, we're expanding worldwide. We have some amazing stuff to show you. So after today's episode, get back with the person that sent you the link here. Ask them for more information. You're going to want an intro, a house tour, and or a workshop so that you can see more about the power that we bring and the kind of collaboration that's possible here. So Scott, will you give people a quick story behind how you ended up working with us?
Yeah, I actually, back in 2005, had a $212,000 a year job in charge of 4 states for the Midwest here, and a lot of people. And unfortunately, the company was going internet-based because of the paradigm shift in technologies. They were going to sell stuff online, which didn't require people, and they didn't need me and all the people I was in charge of. So my wife and I, in the same division, got bumped and dumped. And then, my wife saw a roadside sign that got her to a meeting I wouldn't come down to. And I'm like, no. She dragged me down to the next meeting because I wanted to stay married, and the rest is history. We have been involved in over 100 deals. We've got this building here. We've helped open up 26 buildings around the country. We've got over 15,000 students today that have joined us in this thing. So it has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're going on 13, 14 years now. We have an amazing track record of our student successes. And so we're bringing you another story of transformation.
But
Hopefully,
wait, before that, I'm sure that some people on the line here heard the Sasquatch thing. So why do you live close to Sasquatch now? Like, what? You didn't start, you're not from Sasquatch land, are you?
No, by the way, folks, if you get here and you join our live attendance, the pre-show is amazing. So if you can do what you can to be here live Monday through Friday at noon Mountain Time. Okay, so the reason
today's story was about Gator, Bruce, and a Sasquatch. So just so you know, come early.
There has been quite a transformation for me. In fact, now I'm living on 265 acres. We're developing a short-term rental cabin food forest resort. Through the process of learning how real estate works, I've been able to acquire this stuff at a pretty deep discount and have all the tools and equipment so that I can build the business I want. This deal will get me out of the rat race permanently. But it didn't start that way. I was when I first got introduced to this group 10 years ago, I had 2 jobs changing oil. I hated it. I was making about $22,000 a year. I was broke. I was behind on my promises and my bills. And I luckily found this group who over a few months showed me how to analyze deals, knock on doors, get properties under contract. I did my first deal in 9 months. I made enough money to quit my first job. It was $21,000 profit. It was amazing. Since then, I've been able to do fix and flips, short sales, lease options, long-term rentals. I have an amazing rental that I got paid off using Velocity Banking. You got to come and check that out. And so I've just been empowered to live the life I want. And so that's what we're doing here. We have another example of a student who's doing that. And the idea behind this whole video series is to inspire you to get off your butt, to do something about it, to link arms with us, face your fears, and chase your dreams. How's that, Scott?
You did a great job, dude.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. All right, folks. So real estate has its own risks. So definitely work with professionals, get some education. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you could lose a lot of money. If you do know what you're doing, obviously the sky's the limit. So
let's introduce you to somebody that now knows what he's doing.
Exactly. Tell the folks how we got introduced to our guest today.
Actually, this gentleman saw us via webinars. I believe he actually saw a webinar first. And then I traveled out to Seattle. You and I actually traveled out to Seattle and hung out with him for about 6 months, helping him build communities out there. So it's been fun. But one of the smartest people I know in our community here around the country is this man here. Him and his wife, they have a fantastic energy. Hanging around them is a lot of fun. And they're driven, right? They're always pushing the envelope, trying to figure out how to do something better, help more people. And without further ado, let's welcome in Ferry Ijaya, everybody.
Ferry!
Hey guys, great to be here. Thank you. So, should I start the story?
Yeah. So, how'd you find us? How'd you see it? What'd you think? And then where are you at today?
Okay, cool. Well, I came to the United States about almost 5 years ago. Knowing pretty much almost nothing about real estate except you have to have money to buy. So I didn't want to work, but I'm interested in flipping houses. So when we're looking for houses, right, actively back then. So we came across this auction workshop and then met this community. So that's when I met John McCann. He was the main speaker at the time at the workshop. So one of the takeaway that I remember that day when he said, if you want to learn to be a good investor, take an experienced one to lunch. So pick their brain, right? So on the break, I came up to John and asked if he's available for lunch.
Nice.
He, he said that it was the first time some stranger from his workshop came up to him and asked him for lunch.
So he gives that advice and it
Yeah.
never worked.
That's awesome.
See,
He's
that's why.
coachable.
That's why. See, I told you, Ferry was smart.
Yeah, exactly. Follows direction. I love it. Way to go, Ferry.
Yeah. So we did. So we had lunch with his lovely wife Pam, and we became friends since. So
Wow.
by the way, if anybody on the call you don't know John, he's very knowledgeable investors, great and humble guy, and one of our instructors. You should watch his auction class.
Great.
So anyway, fast forward about 3 months after I be part of the community, after I got started, I found my first deal, right? So since I didn't really have experience and the capital to get the deal going, I reached out to the community, and sure enough, I got all the help that I need, all the resources, the funding was covered, so no money out of my pocket. It was like my first deal. And after everything was done, the profit on this fix and flip deal was $350,000.
The profit take home for you was 350,000.
What?
This for like the profit on the deal.
So
So-
wait. So how much did you buy it for?
Yeah, let's talk about numbers here.
It's funny, like the strategy was on lease option, so we didn't really purchase it outright with the whole lump sum of money. So the purchase price $270,000, but we didn't really have to come up with that. We just have to come up with the with what's on what's left out on the mortgage, like need to be brought on to current.
Yeah, so it was
So-
behind and it was
It
behind.
was
in
behind,
payments.
yeah, about $25,000 behind.
Okay.
So we came up with $175,000 for the total project, 150 alone for the repair itself. So the total $175,000 that we have to raise the capital, and I didn't come up with that.
Well, you did come up with it. It just wasn't yours.
That's right, yeah.
There you go.
So I reached out to people because when I started, I didn't know anybody. Like I was just someone who came here, know pretty much nobody in this business. So when I plug into this community, this so awesome. That's what awesome about it is I know a lot of people in the business now, and I can just ask them for help, and they're really happy to help me, obviously.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
so I'm still interested in the 350. So I want to get clear on this. $350,000 wasn't what went in your pocket from the deal, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was a collaborate, like the total net profit after everything is completed, and then
Okay.
it's split according to the equity partners.
I get right, exactly.
Yep.
Well, what did you make? And you brought the number up, so I want to know. You're 3 months in.
Uh-huh.
You got your first deal under your belt with this group.
Yep.
When was it done? When was the closing? So you had to fix it. You had to sell it. What was it? What was the first closing? How long between?
It was 6 months.
So 6 months between start a deal to finish closing.
Mhm.
So so we're talking about 9 months in to this community, right?
Yeah.
And 350. How much was yours?
$35,000.
Nice. There you go. So $35,000 on your first deal was more than I made. Took me
Right.
my first 5 deals were that.
Yeah,
Yeah. More than I
Wholesaling
made
them.
too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
That was
No
my
wonder
first
you're
deal.
always smiling.
All right. So now, okay. So that was 5 years ago.
Uh,
Let's talk about what you've been doing now lately.
Okay. Well, it's funny that when Michael said about something before that I just remembered I had a lot of limitations, right? As a new immigrant coming to the United States, I got a lot of limitations. When I start, no credit, no nothing, right? So, but I kind of like overcome all those limitations by knowing what I need to be done, what needs to be done. So since then, Um, I've done a lot of wholesaling, even out of state wholesaling, so it's pretty cool. Flips, also out of state flips, and I own some rental properties and a few short term rentals. I got some doors going on.
Wow. So you're kind of like me. You just want to try it all.
Yeah, yeah. I'll see which one is like fits best for me. Like for now, I kind of still like fix and flip. I still looking for more deals, but I'm more cautious in these times.
So when you first came across this, and and you were talking to your wife, and you're saying, "Hey, I want to do this," what was her reaction?
Well, it's funny that she actually the one who brought me to this community.
Okay.
Like if I haven't found this community, I probably most likely working a W-2 job somewhere that I hate and renting a place and not doing real estate.
Yeah.
So
What did you do before, Ali? You came 5 years ago from Indonesia. What were you
uh,
doing? What was your background? What's your career in?
I actually I would say myself as a serial entrepreneur. So I've done a lot of businesses, different kind of businesses. I owned several Apple store that I sold before I moved here, and I had a piece of land. Actually, I developed properties in Indonesia, but again, totally different rules. What I knew back then is just basically I had money and just spend to pay people to do everything for me.
Mhm.
Not like here, like the strategies that I learned is just so much, so a lot of things that really blown my mind. To be honest with you, yeah.
Okay. And so since you've done this variety of deals types, what is your most favorite?
Buy and hold, having rentals properties that I can do whatever I want with it, like um, cash flowing. Obviously, that's the end goal is getting the cash flows. So it doesn't have to be on properties. It can be from other types of like businesses. Every like short-term rentals, for instance, that can be count as a business, and utilizing someone else's property and making cash flow for me.
How many
Nice.
doors you got now?
11.
Nice.
Way
Working it
cool.
up, baby. 5 years, 11 doors.
Yeah.
Paying rent. Plus other strategies. That's awesome.
Yeah, and without using my own money.
You got to know where to find it.
That's right.
Get connected, baby.
Yep.
So I guess since you found this group, you haven't had a job.
No, but actually, I tried out. It's okay. It's really cool that I love Home Depot. So one day I decide let's work there for about 6 months. So I worked there. I learned a bit. I know about paint. And I work at the paint department, and I met a lot of contractors who's a diligent contractors in the morning, and I met quite a few of homeowners, so I got the lead. So it was really great experience, and I love to go back to Home Depot sometimes, maybe part-time, to just get connected with people.
Nice.
That's
So
not a bad
you
reason, right?
just
Get connected. Hey, you want to sell your house? What are you doing?
Exactly, that's
Oh, we
what
want
I
to
did.
sell the house. Oh, you do, huh? You need paint. You
Yeah,
need paint your house to sell it. That's great.
wow,
yeah,
what a strategy. You just go get a job because you want to, right?
that's right. Yeah, yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
The funny thing is, Hone, we had Hone on, right? Hone actually became a mortgage guy because he wanted
Yeah.
to meet people that had he goes, hey, listen, you're spending money on this mortgage, getting this house. How'd you like to make some on the real estate we could do together?
Nice. This is amazing. So this is what I love about our community is we're empowering people to think how to design their own life and do things on purpose instead of by default. This is amazing. What a great story.
Great.
Love it.
Why are you painting your house? Oh, I'm selling it. Oh, you are. You don't
Really?
say.
Can I come by? Gosh. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does the future look like for you?
The future looks awesome. I've been building my own team and working with people out of state and within my organizations, my group, and the community is great. It keep growing. And I just love it. It's so many opportunity out there that now if I look to some people, ask them questions about asking about their stories, I kind of know that, wow, you have so much opportunity that you missed. Like, I wish I will be in your situation and I can, make a lot of big changes in your life. Like, I mean, but it's hard sometimes because some people doesn't really want to get help. So
Yeah.
it's hard.
Can you translate what he just said, Michael? I didn't quite catch it.
His future is he's here to inspire more folks to get out of their own way.
Sounds good. All right. Good.
I was just thinking about when I was up in Seattle and I told everyone that Vanessa and I were getting married. I just remember Ferry was one of the people who gave me like a blanket, like a prayer blanket, kind of a blessing blanket thing that I still have hanging up in my room. So
Very good. He gave me a little. He gave me a little Yoda with Star Wars on it.
nice. You were already married. Spreading the love. I absolutely love it. Way cool.
No, he's awesome.
Well, man.
So amazing. I got one last question. One last question.
All right.
So the team that you're working with, you're in Seattle, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. You guys still meeting on a weekly basis? I knew you had a pretty good team that you were hanging out with and helping out because you had gotten help. You got that still going on?
Yes, but online though. Like
Yeah,
we still have this restriction.
Seattle's never opening up, to be honest with you. It's just going to stay shut down.
Too many tents.
Yeah, too many tents.
So you're gonna start fixing and flipping these tents under the bridge. No.
Hey, I got another question for you. Did you ever, if you're in Seattle, did you ever go down? You had to go check out the Chop Zone? Did you ever go check out that they took over the middle of Seattle? Did you travel down there to see it? I was thinking about flying there to see it, to be honest with you.
Where?
Remember when they took over the city this past summer?
They were doing the riots,
downtown area.
Yeah, the downtown area.
Yeah, I was there. Like some of the places still boarded up, so it's not really a beautiful scenery, but I went there, but now it's kind of like go back to normal, but not really. So it's still
sounds like opportunity to me.
Right.
Some property there. I've been like getting all those addresses.
Yeah,
I'm sure some of those people are distressed and want to sell.
yeah,
right.
for
Sure of it.
And that's
all right, man. Michael, you want to tell them
man.
what to do next?
Yeah. So, like Ferry, he came to an introduction. Scott, when he first got started, an introduction. Me, same thing, introduction. Everyone that we've previously interviewed, they all came to an introduction. So now it is your opportunity to request the access to the introduction. These are by invitation only, not open to the public. So you need to get registered for these so that we can get you the Zoom links. And then we will lay everything out for you so you can see A to Z, who we are, what we do, and why we can drive so much success in the market.
And we also have property tours. So you can actually on a weekly basis go to an actual deal that a student is doing where they break down all the numbers. And you can go to a
workshop.
We
have some amazing workshops coming up. We have one on March 5th. So we got one, it's out there a little bit, but it's going to be on tax and legal updates. What are the 2021 changes that you need to make? We also do have one in February. I'm just not remembering the date. So, but
February is, you know what February is going to be? We got one in February.
What is it?
I think you're participating with us still,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
We're still married?
Collaborating.
We're not divorced
totally.
yet, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I love you more. You have soft spots. I may divorce my wife and come marry you. All right. February, I think we got notes. We're doing notes with Armstrong.
Jeff.
Yeah.
One of the best when it comes to running a calculator, negotiating deals. The guy's all about mailbox money. Yeah. So if you want to learn how to receive cash flow from properties without having to own the properties and still maintain control of the property, you need to be there. It is a more high level, advanced kind of class. So, so for some of you, you need to get in with us so that you can be prepared for that class. Others of you, it's just going to blow your mind. It's amazing. I
can tell you this: when people hear Jeff talk, they hate really like, why am I dealing with tenants and why am I dealing with contractors? Right? They see the notes class and are like, what have I been doing with real estate? I should have been doing notes the whole time. So that's our only challenge when Jeff talks. Everybody wants to do notes afterwards.
Right. Be the bank, folks. Be the bank. Awesome. Okay. So get back with the person who invited you here. Get those links, put those on your schedule, make your transformation a priority. Stop thinking maybe someday, one day. That's not how life works. Make decisions, act on them. If you need help, ask for help. We're here to support. Ferry just shared what a great example of our nationwide support system that we have here. It doesn't matter who you are. It matters that you want to make a change, and we're here to support you in that. Anything else you want to add, Scott?
Nope. Stick around, Ferry. We got the bonus questions. If you're hearing this recording and you're not getting the bonus questions, watch a live one. You'll see the bonus questions.
There we go. All right, folks, grab another episode. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.
Thanks.